hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Buffalo's Cafe for the football season.
Mr. Julian Stevenson, starting linebacker. Number 10, Julian Stevenson. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, so how you doing?
I can't complain, brother. I can't complain, man. It's good to see you, man. And, you know, your progression as a player, you came in as a freshman and you had moments where you would get in and do certain things. Last year, first time really starting and having a role, a consistent role within the defense. Now you're looked upon as not just someone who's supposed to make a tackle here and there. You're someone that's looked to be one of the guys, one of the best players on the field at all times. How has that transition been for you?
It's been great. Coach BG has, been doing a good job, pushing me and, staying in film and, just doing all the little stuff. And then the linebacker room as well. We always, want to see each other grow. Every practice, every film set, like we're always, finding a way to just get better. It's not just, me, myself. Coach Miller, he stays on me.
I was out there today. I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah. I mean, his intensity doesn't stop. But, that only, makes us better and, we grow from it. So, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what would you say is, a little bit of self-promotion here, what would you say is the one skill that you have that makes you such an important piece to this Reinhardt defense?
I would just say keeping the guys together. When bad stuff happens, if you play football, bad stuff is gonna happen. Any sport, bad stuff is gonna happen. When say a long run breaks, just getting back to the ball and seeing the read, seeing the formation. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping everyone together. When the bad stuff happens. Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, it's been a pleasure to see your progression as a player. What do you think you need to do to be able to take your game to an even higher level as this season goes on?
Really just practicing like it. Every day, just staying in the film. Watching little tendencies. where can I make a play there? Where can I make if I'm not going to make that play, after that it's effort, getting to the ball type of thing. Just really just picking on the little stuff, just critiquing myself, as much as possible, to be the player that I can be, that I know that I can be. Right.
Most definitely. And as a leader of the defense, you're a guy that has to have an understanding of what's going on, not just in your position group, but what's going on up front with the defensive line, what's happening behind you with the defensive backs. So obviously you know who you're on the field with at all times, I'm sure. Who's the guy that you feel like is going to be someone that will be key for your team moving forward, someone who may not be getting a whole lot of love or attention right now, but someone who's going to step up for you, you believe?
Honestly, at this moment, I say the linebacker room. We're kind of like getting the feel of like every linebacker playing with each other. So it's different, not all the time I'm in with Adam, or, sometimes I'm in with Greer, sometimes I'm in with Points, like I'm in with, all of these guys, and you have to, be able to adapt and, play. I can go to Mike, I can go to Will type of thing. But I think those guys they're really learning. They're teaching me stuff. I'm teaching them stuff. And, as a group, we're just, trying to get better. And, learning from BG, he stays like he's a percentage guy and a big football guy. Like the numbers and everything is just it's crazy. But he's really, pushing us, to be, calling out plays and, just doing the little stuff, to be, great linebackers that, we can be. So really just pushing those younger guys like Cooper, Chris, and getting them along and, filling them out in the rotation. Like, it's just amazing. So, yeah.
Most definitely. And defensively, specifically, you guys have had moments of real dominance, really, throughout most of that Cumberland game and the first half against Lindsey Wilson. And then you've had moments that have unfortunately haven't gone your way, like some of the second half against Southeastern, some of the second half against Lindsey Wilson. What do you think is the key for you guys to be able to put together an entire full 60-minute game on the defensive side of the ball?
Just having a next play mentality. Yes, bad stuff is going to happen, like I said, and just staying fresh and keep keeping these guys going. Finding a way to keep going. So today we ran pursuit. We ran for the first two periods. It was long. We were running a lot, like Coach Miller said. We were running a lot, but when we get tired, like who is gonna stay in it, keeping these guys going and figuring it out. And those guys are bringing me along. Like I'm tired as well, gassed as well, and they're like, come on, Jude, we're with you. So just having the next play mentality. Like bad stuff's gonna happen. What are we gonna do? In the next play. So yeah.
Drew.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, man. Thank you for joining me, man. That is the defensive captain, the defensive representative, Mr. Julian Stevenson. And now we'll get a chance to meet the offensive captain, the offensive representative, and the most attention probably on the team because he plays the quote-unquote most important position on the team, quarterback, Mr. Taylor Jackson.
Renzo, it's a pleasure.
Absolutely. How you doing, sir?
Another day in paradise.
Absolutely. Can't beat it, man. Can't beat it.
Can't beat it at all.
Hey, man. So I'm going to start with this. You have been through a lot of different things when it comes to injury, when it comes to being in sort of a quarterback battle at times throughout your time here. What does it mean for you to be able to have a chance to write the ending of your story?
I guess it's just a confidence booster. Like you said, I've been through a lot, ACL surgeries to battling it out with another quarterback and kind of going back and forth trying to find my way. But it's a big confidence booster, knowing that it's officially like mine. It's my story to write. It's always, you like to have it in your hands, and when it's in your hands, you can do whatever you want with it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And something that you may not be known for coming into the year, but I've seen a lot of this season. I don't want to say surprised, but you really ran the ball really well this year, and you ran it really hard this season. What's kind of gone into that for you?
It's taking what the defense gives you. I'm not the fastest guy, and Coach Miller's, but I'm kind of sneaky fast between the tackles if I can get there.
Sneaky athletic, he said.
Yeah. Finding a slight hole and just go in, especially like when you get drop 8 when in coverage and they're only rushing 3. The best choice sometimes is to just take it and run and get what you can. I've probably taken more hits than I want to admit that I probably should. But, I'm a tough kid, so, getting what I can and, getting the first down or getting just, I want to fall for 2. I always want to get 2 more and just keep going from there. But it's something I used to have, back when I was a little bit younger. And I say that, but
you don't want to age yourself.
I know. I probably just did, but it's okay. But back when high school, I was a runner. I was a dual threat quarterback, but as you age a little bit, as then you have surgery. It's hard to gain that full situation back. But I've shown little glimpses of what I used to be and what I can do. So hopefully that kind of widens the game a little bit. They know I can throw the ball now. They know I can run the football. So bringing back that little bit of kind of that dual threat action that that I want to present against teams. So then they have to cover both.
Most definitely. And again, a lot like the defense, you guys have had moments where you've looked really good, really clicking on all cylinders. You've also had moments that have unfortunately not exactly gone your way. What's the one thing that you would point to as something that you guys want to do better at starting this week against Union?
Starting this week against Union, the biggest focus lately has been make sure we finish, whether it's finishing a block in practice or running through a line, trying to get these guys to understand that, when we started a game, we started so fast against Lindsey Wilson, and we want to continue to build on that and just working on the finish mentality, going through each play, each down, each rep, whether we're in pads or we're just in helmets, we want to finish each and every set. Our running backs are running through the line, even though it's non-contact, they're running through the defense and finishing all the way to the end zone to build that mentality and to kind of drill it into them. But it's going through as a purpose though.
Absolutely. And I asked Julian Stevenson a very similar question, as he's the quarterback of the defense. You're obviously the quarterback, the leader of the offense, so you have a pretty good idea of what's happening around you with different guys. Ty Jones was someone who people may not have really seen him coming last week, and then he stepped up in a big moment for you. Who's somebody who may not be getting a whole lot of attention right now, but potentially could be? Hello, everybody, and welcome to this presentation of NAIA football here live on SCSN Sports. My name is Lorenzo Robinson, bringing to you this AAC matchup, this first matchup in the opening weekend of AAC play between the Reinhardt Eagles and the Union Bulldogs. Reinhardt coming into this game following a loss against a top 10 squad in Lindsey Wilson, one of the more difficult non-conference slates in the entire country, 1-3 currently on the season. Meanwhile, the Union Bulldogs coming in trying to spoil Reinhardt's conference home opener and looking to pick up a critical AAC victory. And we're going to start things off with the players to watch for this game. And who else for the Reinhardt Eagles but number 5, Ja Colbert, their starting running back, 266 yards on the season on 42 carries. A phenomenal season thus far, averaging over 6 yards per attempt. He is a multiple-time all-conference selection and somebody who every single season that he stays at Reinhardt seems to be getting better and better as his career goes on. And speaking of better and better, moving on to the player to watch for Union, it's going to be number 2, Taji Jackson, another all-conference running back, another 2-time All-AAC all-conference selection. He has 300 rushing yards across his first 3 games, averaging 100 yards per game, over 5 yards per carry, and he really sets the tone for this team offensively, really gets things going for them. So they're going to be trying to get him going in this game. The offense for the Reinhardt Eagles, a little bit of shuffling taking place up front on the offensive line. So you see on your screen, Lyle, Daniels, Pinckney, Hollers, and Calhoun listed as starters, with a few injuries up front. So the starters for Reinhardt, Lyle, Pinckney moving to left guard, Anthony Green now in at center, Ben Hollers and Jaden Calhoun remain at right guard and right tackle. Tight end Austin Davis, receivers Ethan Rice and Cam Curtis, and then your running backs Jamarion Walker and of course Ja Colbert. Meanwhile, the offensive lineup for the Union Bulldogs will pop up on your screen as well. Again, the focus on number 2, Taji Jackson in the backfield, someone who over the course of his career at Union has been the guy for them, has been arguably one of their better players in school history. So they're going to lean on him early and often to get things going. Thank you all for joining us, and we expect to see you as this game continues. This is AAC Sports live on SCSN. Again, welcome to SCSN Sports, and we have NAIA football here live. This is the opening weekend of Appalachian Athletic Conference play, and we're going to see what the Reinhardt Eagles can do at home, trying to start off 1-0. They are the defending Appalachian Athletic Conference champions. They were co-champions a year ago, sharing that title with the Pikeville, University of Pikeville team that knocked them off early in the season last year. They'll play U-Pike in the last game of the season here at Ken White Field in November. We'll see what Reinhardt can do, trying to start things off with a bang. Meanwhile, Union, they played Reinhardt last week of the season last year, and they started off that game on a tear, forcing a turnover early on, scoring on their first drive. They held a 7-0 lead against Reinhardt after the first quarter. Reinhardt just able to wear them down as that game continued. Union hoping for another fast start against the Eagles, this time making the trip all the way from Barberville, Kentucky, now here in Waleska, Georgia.
Hey, David. You have a clock person.
The man kicking things off for the Union Bulldogs will be Ben Brenda. And back to receive for the Reinhardt Eagles, number 84, Ty Jones, and number 16, Tyrus McKee. Outside mic. It's got to be up there. The kickoff, Ty Jones has the ball. Jones making a move, and he will be brought down, trying to escape, but he will be brought down around the 25-yard line, and we'll get a chance to see the Reinhardt offense for the first time.
Run back on the return by Ty Jones. Eagles.
Quarterback for the Reinhardt Eagles, number 9, Taylor Jackson. I had the esteemed honor of sitting down with Taylor Jackson for the James Miller Coaches Show earlier this week, and he said that the main thing that this Reinhardt offense is focusing on entering conference play is execution. He wants to see his team execute and make plays early and often. Speaking of making plays, that's our player to watch, Ja Colbert, going up the middle. getting a short gain there, gain of about 2. And the unfortunate part about players to watch is you can only highlight one, but if we had a chance to highlight another, it would be number 52, Byron G for Union, right now on the left side. He is a 2-time All-Conference selection, a former first-team All-AAC member, someone who makes a lot of plays for them defensively. Ja Colbert running through a man and getting the first down. Now, Ja Colbert had over 100 yards against Lindsey Wilson, 110 yards on 10 carries. He ran the ball very well against one of the best rush defenses in the country. So you know that he's very capable of making things happen out of the backfield. Be interesting to see if the point of emphasis will be to try to get him involved. Quarterback change for the Reinhardt Eagles, Ethan Rice in. Rice running on the right side, getting outside. Ethan Rice at the 40, Ethan Rice at the 30, at the 20. He is gone, folks. That is a touchdown, Reinhardt Eagles. Ethan Rice, first touch of the game, finds pay dirt. Ethan Rice found some room on the right side of the line, jumped over a guy, made a jump cut, and that was all she wrote, folks. Ethan Rice getting going, his 3rd touchdown of the season. Can't ask for a better start to the game for this Reinhardt offense. And Reinhardt offensively, they are no stranger to fast starts. They have scored in the first quarter in each of their first 4 games. Will make that 5 games in a row with an opening frame score. Alex Hansen kick is up and good. Eagles starting with a bang. Reinhardt out in front, 7-0. Welcome back to Ken White Field here in Waleska, Georgia. If you missed it, Ethan Rice along the right side of the line, finding space and finding pay dirt to get the Eagles on the board. It's 7-0 Reinhardt. We're going to see what the Union Bulldogs can do as Alex Hansen kicks this one into the end zone for a touchback. The signal caller for the Union Bulldogs is number 14, Cooper Wick out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, formerly of UVA Wise. So far in the year, 37 of 76, a 49% completion percentage, 434 passing yards, 3 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. So he's going to be the man leading the Union offense on the field. And then, of course, our player to watch, number 2, Tajee Jackson. So the Reinhardt defense, they did a little shuffling as well. A few new faces up front on that defensive line in the starting lineup. Jackson's going to get the first carry. He's going to get brought down by a flock of Reinhardt Eagles. First man to him is number 10, Julian Stevenson. I also had an opportunity to talk to Julian Stevenson on the James Miller Coaches Show earlier this week. And he said that he believes that that defense has plenty of talent, plenty of different guys that can step up and make plays. But he said that linebacker room in particular has a chance to really get off to a fast start here in AAC play with the work that they did in non-conference play. He says that they're going to take that confidence and build on it moving forward. Another handoff to Tajee Jackson, trying to go up the middle and will get nothing. No gain on the play will bring up 3rd and long for this Union Bulldog offense. They're trying to move the sticks, and offensively, it hasn't been easy for Union at points this season. Plenty of talent on their offense. Coach Miller had a chance to talk about it earlier this week, and They have a few different receivers who can make plays. Of course, Cooper Wick back there from UVA Wise, who's capable of pushing the ball down the field. They're going to need to get going and stop this momentum that the Reinhardt offense has built on, and the Reinhardt defense is hoping to keep moving. Third and 10 coming up. The handoff to Taji Jackson. Jackson's going to get brought down by Emmanuel O'Lighton after a gain of about 7. It will not be enough to move the sticks. We will see what head coach Boston Bryant decides to do, and he's going to send out the punt team. So Union goes 3 and out. Reinhardt's offense is going to get another chance to get on the field. Back deep to receive this punt will be number 5, Ja Colbert. The punter for Union is number 19, Dustin Brown. So he's going to send this one deep to Colbert. Colbert, normally the running back, but also a very dangerous player in the return game. This punt, a short punt that takes a Union bounce. It's going to be out around the 40-yard line, and that is where Reinhardt will begin their second drive of the game. Now, in Reinhardt's last game against Lindsey Wilson, they ran for over 220 yards against one of the best rush defenses in the country. And they did it by using a variety of different characters. We saw Tyrese McKee get involved, Ethan Rice, who scored the inaugural touchdown in this game. Of course, Ja Colbert and Jamarion Walker, who now joins Jackson in the backfield. But they did it in so many different unique ways. Of course, Taylor Jackson getting involved, getting 2 rushing touchdowns early on in the game. They can run the ball up the middle and dominate the line of scrimmage, but this Reinhardt offense is at their best when they're able to run the ball in unique ways and really get multiple guys involved. 6 guys getting carries in the first half of that game. We'll see if they try to continue that here today. So we're set to get things going on this second drive of the game for this Reinhardt offense. It's Jackson and Walker in the backfield. Fake handoff, Taylor Jackson dropping back. He's going to throw it, and the ball will be caught. That's number 81, Cedric Cullors, the senior receiver from Harlem, Georgia. And a first down for this Reinhardt offense. Moving the sticks, that is a good omen for this Reinhardt offense. Taylor Jackson not afraid to push the ball down the field, and as great as they are on the ground, when they're able to get going through the air, it makes them even more difficult to stop offensively. Heavy package in for the Eagles, Xavier Walker in at tight end. The handoff going to Jamarion Walker, and he's going to get a gain of about 4.
On the carry, Jamarion Walker.
Jamarion Walker had a nice game against Lindsey Wilson. It seems like he's picking up steam as this year goes on, and that's sort of how things were for him a season ago as well. As soon as Reinhardt's calendar flipped into Appalachian Athletic Conference play last season, that's when Jamarion Walker really made his presence felt. You can tell in that Lindsey Wilson game that he was really rounding into form. We'll see what he can do as the second part of that 2-headed monster in the backfield for the Eagles. Jackson dropping back. The throw complete. That's Jacorian Polk for the first down, and he's going to get brought down at the 25-yard line. So Jackson now 2 for 2 through the air. Reinhardt using that run to set up the pass, finding gaps down the field. And Taylor Jackson's going to go to the sideline. Another change at quarterback made. This is number 19, Braden Bohannon. Third man in at quarterback for the Eagles. Bohannon's going to take it on the direct snap. Bohannon up the middle. That's going to be a gain of about 8 before he's brought down. We'll bring up second down and 2.
Run by Braden Bohannon.
Bohannon, the Kennesaw State transfer. Another guy who took some snaps in that game and made some plays, got a few first downs on the ground for that Reinhardt offense. Again, 6 different guys carrying the ball. Bohannon was one of them. Reinhardt offensively, they're going to try to get multiple bodies involved in the run game. Jackson again dropping back, throwing it. Intended for Tyrese McKee. McKee falling down near the goal line. Will bring up third down and short. So we'll see what the play call is here. But Reinhardt again playing a very difficult non-conference slate. They went against two teams who are ranked around the top 10, Lindsey Wilson and Southeastern. A game against Receiving Votes Cumberland, and also one of the teams that Receiving Votes Cumberland lost to in Florida Memorial. That was Reinhardt's first game of the year. Jamarion Walker taking the carry. He has the first down, and a little bit more will get brought down around the 12-yard line. So the Eagles are hoping that the difficulties that they faced in the non-conference slate prepared them for what they're getting ready to go against NAAC play. A conference that Reinhardt has dominated for the better part of a decade. Last year, that dominance hanging in the balance a little bit after suffering their first conference defeat in almost 10 seasons. Jock Holbert a jump cut and gets about 4 before being brought down. But that dominance seemed to be hanging in the balance after their AAC opening defeat against the University of Pikeville. Reinhardt able to round in the form as that season continued, and they were able to clinch a share of the conference title, keeping their streak alive. Of course, a share of the conference title, that's not the expectation here in Waleska. They're hoping to compete not just for conference titles, but for national recognition as well. Ethan Rice in at quarterback yet again. Up the middle, Ethan Rice still going. He's going to get brought down at the 3-yard line. So it will be 3rd down and very short. And a very heavy package coming in for the Reinhardt Eagles. It will be a 6th offensive lineman now on the field. That is Braddock Vohan. He's entering, and he will be an extra tackle on the field, joining Lyle Green, Pinckney Hollers, and Calhoun up front. Taylor Jackson in the backfield along with Jamarion Walker. Man coming in motion. The handoff goes to Walker. Walker up the middle, and he walks in for a score. Touchdown, Reinhardt. Jamarion Walker, his first rushing touchdown of the game. Eagles on the board, 2 scores on the ground, and that potent rushing attack of the Reinhardt Eagles getting involved once more. Walker, the main guy, getting involved throughout that drive, and he finishes the drive off with a score. Alex Hansen back on the field for the point after. And after seeing the way Reinhardt was able to run against Lindsey Wilson, you know that they're a team that's capable of pretty much imposing their will on the ground against almost any team in the country. And they're leaning on that running game early against the Union Bulldog defense.
Clock operator, please set the game. Start on my 6.
So we might have a clock malfunction here. And again, we're going to take a time to look at what that Reinhardt offense was able to do. A nice long drive, a few completions from Taylor Jackson, and Jamarion Walker punctuating it with a score. The snap, the kick is up, and it is good. Perfect start for this Reinhardt offense. Bulldogs reeling early. Eagles ahead, 14-0. Welcome back to Ken White Field here in Waleska, Georgia. The Reinhardt Eagles ahead 14-0 against the Union Bulldogs. Jamarion Walker walking into the end zone for his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Union's offense, they're in need of a spark, in need of an answer. Maybe they can receive it in the return game, but it won't be on this one as Alex Hansen gets his 2nd touchback of the day. So Union's offense will begin around the 20-yard line, and we'll see what Cooper Wick and Taji Jackson can do for them offensively. We saw the point of emphasis for Union, and We would expect this. Coach Boston Bryant understands where his bread is buttered. Tajee Jackson getting the ball 3 times on that opening drive. They went for a draw play on 3rd down and long. Jackson got about 6 but wasn't able to get to the sticks. So now we'll see if Cooper Wick will be entrusted with pushing the ball down the field here on this drive. Man coming across the formation for the Bulldogs. And Wick's going to drop back to pass, and it will be complete. And it will be a first down for Union. That's the receiver, number 5, Erman Varner, a freshman, coming across on the drag route, getting a nice first down. Cooper Wick, his first completion of the day, going to Varner. And this Union offense, everyone knows coming into the game that Tajee Jackson is the guy that you have to stop for Union. But when Cooper Wick and this Union passing attack can get going, it will open up lanes for Jackson to be able to take advantage of. So Union's offense on the field, 2 tight ends set. Varner coming in motion. The handoff goes to Jackson on the left side. Tajee Jackson getting across the 40-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about a yard. Now the Eagles' rush defense started strong against Lindsey Wilson, going up against a very difficult running back to stop in number 0, Tay Saunders. They were able to hold him for most of that first half. The second half, Reinhardt's defensive front kind of wearing down as the game went on. The Eagles have faced their fair share of talented running backs in the early stages of this year. They're hoping that prepares them for the challenge of stopping Tajee Jackson. Wick dropping back to pass. This one will find nobody, intended for number 88, Tate Spade. So 3rd down and long for Union. The call on 3rd and long, on their first 3rd and long, was a draw play for Tajee Jackson. We'll see what the play call will be here on 3rd and long around the 40-yard line. Already down by 2 scores, you are in need of some type of spark, in need of some type of big play to get you going. Right now, the focus just getting it across the sticks. Wick is in the backfield all alone on this play. 4 receivers and a tight end out wide. Wick dropping back to pass, has time. The throw was lofted into the air, and it will be batted away. That's number 28, Kish Wright, on the defensive play, getting the pass breakup and forcing 4th down. And Coach Bryant's going to call out the punt team. Cooper Wick, it looked like, was looking for Erman Varner once more. He was not able to find him. And the Bulldogs will be forced to punt the ball away. It seemed like that drive was going to find some legs for Union. They were not able to get going past the 40. And the Eagles will get the ball back. Snap is dropped, but it will be away. And this takes a Reinhardt bounce before being downed around the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it officially at the 33, and that is where the Reinhardt offense will begin. Reinhardt ahead by 2 scores. Union, really. So what's the call going to be here? Are they going to give the ball to the Union offense? It seems like they will. They're going to say that Reinhardt touched the ball, and yes, that is the official call, that Reinhardt touched the ball on the punt. The punt took a bit of an awkward bounce, and the Union players, they were very quick to stop it. Initially, it looked like because it was bouncing towards Reinhardt's side of the field. Now there will be a challenge on the play. So they're saying that the ball careened off of a Reinhardt player and Union was able to down it and receive it. We'll see if that call will last the challenge process. And we're going to step away as the refs check to see the verdict on this call.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
First down 10 for Union to the 32-yard line.
So after further review, the call on the field will be upheld. The Union offense will begin at the 32-yard line. So apparently the ball careened off of number 28, Kish Wright. And that gives the Union offense another chance to get something going. Unforced error from the Eagles now gives Union an opportunity to get themselves back into this ball game. So we'll see what the offense can do with a new lease on life on Reinhardt's side of the 50. It's Wick and Jackson in the backfield. Wick faking the handoff. He's going to throw it, and it will be caught. Nice play there from Salation Strother, the sophomore, who gets the first down. Union's offense trying to get on the ball as quick as possible. They want to play with a little bit of tempo. They're going to slow it back down and get into a huddle. Union now in the red zone against this Reinhardt defense, and plays like that can give you a chance to establish yourself, especially when things haven't gone your way in the first quarter. Bulldogs trying to get themselves on the board. This one's going to be a handoff. Taji Jackson up the middle, and that's going to be his best carry of the day. 6 yards up the middle against this Reinhardt defense. Will bring up second and about 4. Taji Jackson, he's a big running back. He's listed at 6'2", 215 pounds. He likes getting going downhill and down the field, and someone who gets better and better as the game goes on. We'll see what he can do here along with Cooper Wick in that backfield. Another handoff going to Taji Jackson. This time he's going to get brought down. That was Damian Deloney, number 92. First to Taji Jackson. Will bring up third down and 5 for the Union Bulldogs. Now Reinhardt, their defensive line, we're seeing a few new faces getting some opportunities, shuffling through a few different guys. We talked to Coach Miller earlier today, and he said that they want to try to get more guys involved on that defensive front, trusting some of those younger players. So we'll see a few different revolutions and rotations up front, a few different guys in different spots. Deloney started the game at defensive end. He's now inside. Emmanuel O'Lighton, number 1, has entered at defensive end. Wick dropping back. He's going to throw this towards the back of the end zone, and it will fall incomplete. We'll bring up 4th down and 5 for the Union offense. We'll see what the decision is here for Coach Boston Bryant. Now Union, they had a drive, their previous drive, after getting a first down, stalled out around the 40-yard line. They got the ball back after Reinhardt touched it on the punt, and Union downed it around the 30. After a first down completion, Union hoping for a better end to this drive. 4th down and 5, but the offense remains on the field. Wick and Jackson in the backfield. Wick dropping back to pass. He's going to throw this one towards the end zone, and it will be intended for Strother. Incomplete. He went out with one hand, but cannot come away with it. A turnover on downs for the Union offense. And that was a great sudden change stop for the Union Bulldogs. Not able to come away with points on that drive. The Reinhardt defense standing firm and giving the offense another shot. It's 14-0 currently. 3 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
they said as soon as it changed, started. Yeah. Then they delayed.
Now, Reinhardt, they've been able to get going by using that patented running game. We'll see if that continues here. You would expect Union to maybe send more guys in the box to try to slow things down. Ja Colbert now in the backfield for Reinhardt. And up the middle, we see another quarterback change made. Ethan Rice running up the middle, not finding much room. Got a gain of about a yard.
That guy said, wait a couple seconds before you start the clock. Yeah.
So Ethan Rice is going to exit. Taylor Jackson will re-enter. Reinhardt, they'll go to Ethan Rice a few times at quarterback. We saw that against Lindsey Wilson. Kind of gives them a different look and a different dynamic at that signal caller spot. You'll also see Ethan Rice line up at running back. You'll see him line up at receiver throughout this game. He's sort of that jack of all trades for Reinhardt offensively, someone who they're very trustworthy in a lot of different areas and different spots. Taylor Jackson's going to drop back to pass. Lofting one for Cedric Cullors. He comes down with it. Was he in bounds? No, he was not. They're going to say incomplete. That was a nice grab by Cedric Cullors climbing the ladder, but he was not able to get a foot down in bounds. Will bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Reinhardt offense. Taylor Jackson was looking for Cedric Cullors, and he found him. But good defense there by Union to force him a little further to the sideline than he would have otherwise hoped for. That was number 1, Kiki McMurray, in defensively for Union. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Jackson and Colbert in the backfield. Union sending pressure. Jackson will throw it too high and intercepted. That's Kiki McMurray on the interception, and he's at the 10-5 touchdown Union. Kiki McMurray will score it for the Union Bulldogs, and that is how the Bulldogs get themselves on the board here in Waleska. Kiki McMurray with the pick 6, and the Union Bulldogs strike here at Ken White Field. There appears to be an injured Bulldog on the field, and we'll see what the official call will be, but the call on the field was a touchdown Union. Was there a penalty on the field? There is some laundry there in the back of the end zone. Kiki McMurray was in defensively on that play against Cedric Cullors just one play earlier. Then on the 3rd down and long, picking up the takeaway for this Bulldog defense. If that play stands, it will be a pick 6, and Union will draw within 1 score of the Eagles. Again, no confirmation on the flag that was thrown in the end zone. There's a conference taking place in midfield, still waiting for some official recognition from the white cap, and we'll get ready to hear him speak now.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, personal foul and unnecessary roughness. Union. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the subsequent kickoff.
So the touchdown will stand for the Union Bulldogs. Kiki McMurray on the pick 6 for Union. After the play was unnecessary roughness against the Bulldog defense, so that will be enforced on the kickoff. But the Union Bulldogs getting themselves on the board. It is now 14-6, and they are firmly in the fight here in this AAC conference opener. Ben Brenda wanting to complete this momentum shift with a big extra point opportunity here for the Bulldogs. And when your offense can't get it going, sometimes you need to get that defensive score to get your team back rolling. Union hoping that that's a good indicator for what is to come. Some movement up front on both sides, one side pointing at the other. We'll see what the call will be on the field. It's going to be offsides against Reinhardt. That will bring Union a little bit closer. It's half distance to the goal, so they're going to move from the 3 to about the 1.5 yard line. And Coach Boston Bryant's calling his kicking team back to the sideline. He's throwing his offense back out there. They want to take advantage of this short field opportunity and potentially put 2 points on the board. We'll see what happens here. The offense back on the field. Taji Jackson in the backfield. The backup quarterback, number 13, Bryson Grabowski, the senior in the game, and he's going to keep it. Grabowski is in the end zone. The extra point is successful, and you could tack on 2 more for the Union Bulldogs. They draw within 6. So after the pick 6 from Kiki McMurray and the 2-point conversion for the Union offense, it's now 14-8. Reinhardt still on top. Set to resume play here at Ken White Field. It's 14-8. Reinhardt still ahead, but after that pick 6 from the Union Bulldogs, they are firmly in this one here in Waleska, Georgia. Back deep to receive for the Reinhardt Eagles, Tyrus McKee and Ty Jones. After the personal foul penalty, Union is going to kick this one off from the 20-yard line. The kick is up. McKee has it. He's going to return it from the 30. Tyrus McKee running it up the middle, and he will provide the Reinhardt offense with tremendous field position firmly into Union territory, brought down around the 43-yard line, and that is where Reinhardt's offense will begin. So the first mistake of the game for this Reinhardt team offensively, Union brought pressure up the middle. Taylor Jackson tried to get it out quickly. Unfortunately, finding the other team, Kiki McMurray, waiting for it and receiving that interception and taking it all the way to the end zone for the score.
At the 43-yard line.
So after that turn of events, the Union Bulldogs now in the game. It is a 6-point game here at Ken White Field. The Reinhardt offense back on the field trying to reestablish some order here in this matchup. Colors coming in motion, the fake to him, Braden Bohannon dodging one tackle, but he cannot dodge another. Braden Bohannon entering the game, and he's brought down for a loss of about 4. So this Union defense getting some momentum, getting comfortable. That was number 57, Zane Hammock, first to the play there.
Second and 15.
So second down and 15. Taylor Jackson back in the game at quarterback in an empty formation here. 2 tight ends and 3 receivers on the field. Tyrus McKee coming in motion. Jackson's going to keep it and running up the middle. He got about 4 yards untouched before running right into a wall of Union defenders. Will bring up 3rd down and long. So another change in personnel for the Reinhardt offense. Union defensively, they were up against the wall on the first 2 drives. Reinhardt really getting anything they wanted to on the ground. Union tightened the screws up on that last drive, forced a 3rd down and long. And they brought some pressure, forcing a rare mistake for this Reinhardt offense in this game. Handoff going to John Colbert on 3rd down. He gets about 6 here. Will be 4th down and 4 for the Reinhardt Eagles. And anytime a coach is comfortable calling a run on 3rd down, you can assume that they're approaching this as 4-down territory. So the Eagle offense will remain on the field here on 4th down. A change in personnel, more of a heavy look here for the Reinhardt Eagles, and Union will respond by inserting another defensive lineman into the game. 3 receivers to one side for the Reinhardt offense. They're close to the formation. Rollout play for Taylor Jackson, finding someone down the field. What a grab by number 81, Cedric Colors, climbing the ladder for the reception. That will move the chains for the Reinhardt offense. Taylor Jackson rolled to his right and found Cedric Colors for the 2nd time today. So 1st down for the Eagles. Those 3 receivers in the game will transition from the right side of the field to the left side. Ja Colbert remains in the backfield. Austin Davis attached to the offensive line. Jackson dropping back to pass. He's going to take it for himself, making a move before being brought down after a gain of 3. And that will be the end of the 1st quarter. Much of the first was Reinhardt domination, Union able to get something on the board. And as we transit.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Set to resume play here in the 2nd quarter at Ken White Field. The Reinhardt offense currently driving in the red zone as the Eagles are ahead of the Bulldogs 14-8. Reinhardt's rushing attack getting things rolling for the Eagles. We'll see what they do here on 2nd down and around 6. Jackson handing it off to Colbert, faking the handoff, and Jackson throwing the incompletion. 2 guys in the face of Taylor Jackson, one of them pushing Jackson, and we know that Taylor Jackson's very feisty out there. The Union Bulldogs unfortunately losing their cool. We'll see what the flag will be on the field.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 9, unsportsmanlike conduct.
So the call is going to be offsetting penalties there.
Down counts, it's 3rd down.
Offsetting penalties, one against number 9, Taylor Jackson, the other one on number 0, Ty Ellis. And I like that there. When you see 2 guys jawing at each other, it would have been very easy to point the finger at one or the other, but that's just football. Both guys going back and forth, and basically a play on there. So 3rd down and 6. Braden Bohannon back in at quarterback. Bohannon's going to hand this one off to Colbert, and Colbert's going to be brought down. Colbert's going to be brought down. That was number 90, L.J. Karnicki, first to Colbert. No gain on the play will bring up 4th down and 6. So Taylor Jackson will re-enter the game. The Reinhardt offense remains on the field. Union defensively, what a momentum shift it would be if Union can get a stop on this Reinhardt offense, especially with the Eagles getting the ball into the red zone. 4 receivers on the field, 3 to the left side, Gant, Jones, and Rice. Brantley isolated on the right side. Jackson and Colbert in the backfield. Jackson's going to drop back to pass, throwing it to Brantley. Brantley's going to score. Touchdown, Reinhardt. Taylor Jackson to Xavier Brantley. Brantley's first touchdown of the season. On 4th down and 6, it's the Jackson to Brantley connection coming through once more for the Reinhardt offense. Their 3rd touchdown of the day, and Alex Hansen re-entering for the extra point. Things got a bit dicier on that drive than Reinhardt maybe would have otherwise hoped for, but the 4th down conversion, Taylor Jackson, his first touchdown through the air today, and the kick is up and good for the Eagles. 14 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Reinhardt out in front now 21-8, stretching out their lead.
Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Buffalo's Cafe for the football season.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry. And a lot.
Welcome back to Ken White Field here in Waleska, Georgia. Reinhardt Eagles out in front. It's 21-8. Reinhardt getting a touchdown. Taylor Jackson finding Xavier Brantley. His first touchdown of the season. His first touchdown in his Reinhardt career. He is a transfer player from Mercer. He's gotten involved offensively at various points throughout this season. Had a highlight reel grab against Lindsey Wilson. Nice to see him score his first touchdown of the season there. So taking it out of the end zone, he's going to get brought down. Number 30, Jacorian Polk on the tackle. That was number 8, Salation Strother, trying to find some space but not finding much. Union's offense will begin at the 15-yard line. They're going to bring it up 1 yard, so around the 16-yard line is where Union will begin.
First and 10 for Union at the 15-yard line.
The Bulldog offense has not been able to find much success. They had one drive that was helped out by a muffed punt by the Reinhardt Eagles. They were not able to find points on that drive. Union's points came courtesy of a Kiki McMurray pick 6. So still looking for some type of offensive movement and motion here. First down and 10, new running back in the game for the Union Bulldogs, number 21, Quay Powell. And that's not what Union wanted to have to start this drive off. Delay of game against the Bulldogs will back it up 5. It will be 1st and 15. Not what you want to see if you're a fan of the Bulldogs. The offense trying to establish themselves in this game, still looking to find some type of momentum against this Eagle defense. Powell up the middle. He found some space there for a gain of around 7. We'll bring up 2nd down and 8. So Quay Powell on his first carry of the game, a nice carry there. If it was 1st and 10, it would be 2nd and short. That just shows you how debilitating those type of flags can be against your team. Nonetheless, 2nd down and 8 for this Union offense. They're keeping Powell in the backfield along with Cooper Wick. Wick's going to drop back to pass. He's throwing it, has a man open, but he cannot corral it. That was Strother on the double move who found some space along the sideline, but could not come down with it. It was just a little bit too far for him to corral cleanly. Will bring up 3rd down and 8.
Brighton Peters, depending on the play. 3rd and 8.
Cooper Wick has had some success through the air for Union, but he has not been able to find much here on these big-time conversion attempts. 3rd downs have not been kind to the Bulldogs thus far. 13-11 remaining in the second quarter. Wick dropping back. He's throwing it. It's intercepted. That's number 2, Markel Sutton. He's still on his feet, and he's going to score it. Touchdown, Reinhardt Eagles. Markel Sutton with the pick 6. Markel Sutton had a beat on it. and he was able to take it all the way to the end zone. Reinhardt back on the board. It's now 27-8, Eagles on top. Markel Sutton had his best game of the season against Lindsey Wilson, had 6 tackles, a strip sack, forced a fumble, and picked up a fumble recovery. He continues his stellar play for this Reinhardt defense, getting a pick 6 in their AAC opener.
8 seconds.
Not much time remaining. The Reinhardt offense, the Reinhardt kicking team trying to make something happen. The snap a bit too late. It will be a delay of game. We'll see what comes first if they were able to get a timeout out in the field. They were not able to beat the delay of game, so that's going to back it up 5 yards for Alex Hansen.
Yeah, really. Oh, was he not on the field? He went on the field.
But Markel Sutton had a season-ending injury in the game against Carson Newman last season, Reinhardt's first game of the year. He returns for the Eagles as one of their leaders defensively. He seems to be playing his best football here, rounding into midseason form. Hansen's kick is up and good. No problem for Alex Hansen. The Reinhardt Eagles out in front, extending their lead. It's now 28-8.
Your Eagles 28.
No, he's checking off.
Set to resume play here at Ken White Field. Reinhardt ahead 28-8 after that pick 6 from number 2, Markel Sutton. So the Union offense set to get back onto the field. Alex Hansen getting ready to send this one away for the Eagles. 3-possession lead for Reinhardt. So far dominant early. Strawther returning this for Union. He finds some space and finishing the run around the 30-yard line. So Strawther brought down around the 30. That's where Union's offense will begin their next drive. Now, if you're Union, you're not really playing the best offensively. It's been a struggle for you. The last thing that you can afford to do is turn the ball over, and on top of that, you don't want to allow Reinhardt to score points on the defensive side of the ball. Just all around, not what Union would have wanted here. They're going to try to regroup here, down by 3 scores. New quarterback in the game, Grabowski, along the right side, finding some room. Nice carry there from Grabowski. He's the backup quarterback, but there's someone who they're not shy with when it comes to calling some Q run plays. Cooperwick is more of the drop back and throw it guy. Grabowski, the guy who they'll call some Q runs, some read options, and get him involved. We'll bring up 2nd and short for Union.
Pick up of 8, 2nd and 2.
The handoff, Julian Stevenson first to it, laying the wood there in that one. Nice tackle there by Julian Stevenson. Will bring up 3rd and short for the Union offense.
Oh, they started at 12. Yeah, they get one out. Yeah.
That was number 33, Miles Moore, on the carry. So a few different running backs getting involved as Tajee Jackson's on the sideline. Grabowski remains in the game for Union. And he's all alone in the backfield. Empty set for the Bulldogs. Grabowski's going to keep it for himself, and he will leap across for the first down. So that was a nice series of plays there from Grabowski, and that's about how you would call the game with him in there. He's very capable of sending it through the air, but he is also athletic at that quarterback spot, giving this Reinhardt defense some different looks to defend against. Cooper Wick sending it through the air, but Grabowski forcing this Eagle defense to account for the quarterback in the running game. Man in motion. The fake handoff, Grabowski not finding anyone there. Incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
So when you struggle to move the ball at this point in the game, you want to try to do some different things to keep the defense off balance. Right now, Reinhardt, nothing has shocked them about what Union has done offensively. You're hoping that if you can give them some type of different look to contend against and think about that can bode well for your team as things continue. Some trickery there, direct snap. It's going to be an illegal procedure. A few different guys moving in the backfield offensively. We'll see what the official call will be on the field. To my untrained eye from the booth, I would say illegal procedure on Union. We will get confirmation. Conversation happening on the field with the referees. 10 minutes and 54 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. No official call yet.
Offensive move, and they drew the defense off. So just illegal motion.
Prior to the snap. Offside. Defense line 5.
So the official call is going to be offsides on the Reinhardt defense. So initially it did not seem to be much of a discussion on what the penalty would be. But now we see why it took so long for the refs to reach a verdict. The call is offsides against the Reinhardt defense. We'll move the ball up 5 yards and bring up 2nd and 5 for Union.
2nd and 6 from the 49.
So some trickeration from the Bulldogs on that last play. We're going to see it again. The quarterback, Grabowski, moving back into the running back spot. And Quay Powell, it's a fake, running along the right side of the line. Union's offense going deep into their bag of tricks here. Number 16, Antoine Young, keeping it for himself after the fake to Quay Powell. So there was 3 men in the backfield, Grabowski, Powell, and number 16, Antoine Young. Young was the one who decided to keep it for himself on the option play. Union now on Reinhardt's side of the 50 at the 40. Grabowski remains in at quarterback. The handoff will go for a gain of about 5. Union finding some footing here offensively. Michael Albin, the one on the carry.
Stop by number 92, Damian Maloney.
Union Bulldog offense using Grabowski as a different look, and again reaching deep into their bag of tricks on this drive. Now at the 36-yard line. Second down and 7. Grabowski will keep it for himself on the right side. Still on his feet before being brought down by a few different Reinhardt black jerseys. We'll bring up 3rd and short. And now for the first time in this game, the Reinhardt defense on their heels. They're really not expecting to see this. They weren't expecting to see Grabowski in this formation. You can tell that it's kind of catching them a little bit off guard. They're trying to get a handle on what Union is doing. The handoff to Albin. Albin will get across the first down line. The gain will move the chains for Union. Offense keeps on chugging along, making things happen on the ground. First down and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Good for first down. at the 29-yard line.
Again, the Eagle defense on its heels. Young back at quarterback. He's going to hand this one off to Quay Powell. Powell shrugging off a few defenders. So the stress that Union is putting on this Reinhardt defensive front by utilizing the option, by using the quarterback in the running game. You can't just knife inside to stop the running back. You have to account for the quarterback taking it for himself or maybe even flicking it back to the man behind him. Union using all of that trickery to keep this Reinhardt defense off guard here on this drive. Grabowski faking the handoff right up near the sticks. They're going to say he's about a yard short. No, they're going to move the chains. First down for Union, and they are into the red zone against this Reinhardt defense. Grabowski brought down at the 19-yard line. And these long drives put a lot of stress on teams defensively, especially the defensive front. We've seen a few different faces up front for this Reinhardt defensive line. Taji Jackson back in the game for Union, trying to find some space, keeping his legs moving. It's going to be a gain of about 3. And Jackson's been out of the game for most of this second quarter. The first carry of the second quarter for him. Few different Union Bulldogs getting an opportunity to make something happen. Quay Powell had some carries along with Antoine Young. Michael Albin also making some things happen for Union. But now our player to watch, Taji Jackson, back in the game. Grabowski's going to take it. Won't find much room. That was Kyvon Rivers and Kamari Poindexter in on the stop. Third down and long for Union, the first third and long of this drive. So we'll see what the play call will be here with Grabowski in the backfield. Hasn't been too many downfield passing plays called with Grabowski in at quarterback. Coach Bryant might be approaching this as 4-down territory. We'll see. Grabowski's going to drop back to throw. Looking for space. He lost one. And it will be batted away. That was number 37, C.J. Hollenquist, on the stop. So 4th and long for Union. So that ball was batted away. And a timeout will be called on the field. As that timeout is called, we'll step away. 5 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the quarter. Union trying to score it. Reinhardt trying to stop him. Set to resume play here. 4th down and long. 4th and about 8 for this Union offense. Grabowski remains on the field for Union. Reinhardt's defense trying to get a stop. I want to make a correction. Number 37, Jamari Benjamin, wide open is Strother, and he's going to score it. Touchdown, Union. Strother from Grabowski, and the Bulldogs score it and pull within 2 possessions. A terrific play design there, and that punctuates a tremendous drive from the Union offense, utilizing the quarterback in the running game to keep the Reinhardt defense off balance and finishing it off with a nice throw from Grabowski to Strother for the score. Kick is up, and it is good, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is. No signal yet after early indications. Both teams moving on. It appears that it won't be a change in the result, that the extra point will remain on the board for Union.
Extra point is good.
The extra point is good. Still looking for some type of confirmation on the flag.
Correction. Hard snap.
So the call is offsides against Reinhardt. So half a distance to the goal. Union will get another chance to replay the extra point. We'll see if the offense comes back onto the field or if they'll take the point. It seems like Union's offense is coming back onto the field. So this is the second time that Union, after a score, Reinhardt picking up an offsides penalty, giving Union just a yard to go in order to put 2 points on the board. Grabowski in the backfield alone. Taji Jackson offset to his left side. Grabowski kept it for himself on the last one. He will do so once more, and he will score it again for Union. Grabowski's 2-point conversion is successful, and Union draws within 2 possessions. They now have 16 points on the board. It's 28-16. Reinhardt still out in front. Welcome back to Ken White Field. The Reinhardt Eagles out in front 28-16. Personal foul penalty against the Reinhardt Eagles will bring this kickoff up to the 50-yard line. So Union building up some momentum here at Ken White Field. They're starting to make the Reinhardt faithful sit at the edge of their seats a little bit. Conventional wisdom would suggest that Reinhardt would be heavy favorites coming into this game. The home team, the defending AAC champs, but Union hanging tough and giving themselves an opportunity. The kick is back, and it will go into the end zone for the touchback, and Reinhardt will begin their next drive. It seems like the Reinhardt offense hasn't been on the field in a long time. That was a nice long drive from Union. They wore down that Reinhardt defense, scoring on a 4th down conversion. Grabowski hitting Strother in the end zone. So Union down by 12. We'll see if the Union defense can keep the momentum rolling in their direction with the stop against Reinhardt. Taylor Jackson in the backfield at quarterback, Jamarion Walker in at running back for the Eagles. The handoff will go to Walker, and Walker will be tripped up around the 32-yard line. A gain of about 7 for Jamarion Walker will bring up 2nd down and 3. Eagles getting back up to the line fast. It will be another handoff to Jamarion Walker. A jump cut. Walker running through a guy and getting around the 45-yard line. We've seen a healthy dose of Jamarion Walker in this game. Eagles again up to the line fast. Handoff again to Walker. Walker with the stiff arm, but he will be brought down. Sam Hawthorne wrapping him up and bringing him down. Multiple flags on the play, so we'll see what happens here. Likely a personal foul against Union. We'll get the official call on the field. A quick conference between the referees.
Dane Hammock on the sack.
Still waiting on an official ruling from the officials.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 10. 15-yard penalty.
So an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will be called. That's number 10, KJ Jenami.
And he is ejected.
He has been ejected from this game. 2 personal fouls against him. They called that after that tackle on Jamarion Walker, and that's what that creates when Jamarion Walker is able to get rolling. So difficult to bring down. A lot of the times, a lot of defenders will just try to throw a guy down WWE style when they can finally get their hands on him. That's what happens there. The defender has been ejected for Union, and after the 15-yard penalty, Reinhardt in Union territory at the 46-yard line. First down and 10, Ja Colbert in the backfield now for the Eagles. Colbert along that left side, jump cuts. Ja Colbert finding space at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Ja Colbert, his first score of the season. There is a flag on the play back around the 20-yard line. If the play stands, it will be the first touchdown of the year for Ja Colbert. We'll see what the call will be on the field. We'll see if it will be another extended conference with the referees.
Holding. Offense number 27.
Holding against the Eagles.
The result of the play is a first down.
Holding goes against number 27, Harlem Diamond. It will wipe away the first touchdown of the year for Ja Colbert. Brings the ball back to the 30-yard line. So first and 10, the Eagles will have it from the 30. First and 10, Colbert remains in the backfield, and he gets it again. Ja Colbert up the middle. This time, not as much success. Colbert gets brought down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8 for Reinhardt.
Pick up of 2, second and 8.
Handoff going to Colbert on the right side, has some room. Finishes the run strong, gets brought down. That was 4 different Union defenders really getting bounced off of him like bowling pins. And we have a defender on the ground for Union, number 0, Ty Ellis. So we're going to get a chance to check on him, and as they make sure he's okay, we're going to step away.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list.
So Ty Ellis being held off the field. Ellis, one of the leaders defensively for Union, so we'll be sure to provide updates on his condition as we receive them. It will be 3rd down and 5 for the Reinhardt offense.
For the Eagles at the 25.
Eagles offensively moving in the right direction. Isaiah Payton takes this one, and he's going to go forward across the sticks for the first down. Isaiah Payton with a gain of about 7 on his first carry of the game. He's the 3rd running back in the backfield on this drive for Reinhardt. Handoff again to Payton, but this time Payton not able to find much running room.
Tackle by Zane Hammock.
Zane Hammock on the tackle for Union.
In on the play, 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Number 18.
So Reinhardt, Taylor Jackson receiving some instructions from the sideline. Ja Colbert back in the backfield for the Eagles. 4 receivers out wide for Reinhardt. So Jackson giving some instructions to his offense, calling for the snap. Fakes the handoff. Pass intended for McKee. McKee will get it. They're calling it a fumble. Tyrese McKee's going to take it along the right side. McKee jumping over a guy near the end zone. We'll see what the call will be. They're going to say he's brought down around the goal line, officially at the 1-yard line. So they called the throw from Taylor Jackson, the backward lateral. Tyrese McKee very nearly taking it all the way for the score. Instead, he sets the Eagles up for a first and goal inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal.
Taylor Jackson's going to take it for himself and run and wrestle his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taylor Jackson picking up the score on the ground. Maybe another flag on the play. So nothing official yet. We'll see what the call will be on the field. If it stands, it will be 34-16, advantage Reinhardt. We'll see what the call will be on the field. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. So the touchdown will stand.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense number 78. Personal foul. Defense number 77.
So unnecessary roughness penalties called on both squads. So getting a bit flag happy are the officials. Trying to get control of this one, trying to keep this game from getting out of hand on both sides. And that can be a slippery slope sometimes. So the unnecessary roughness penalty backs things up to around the 19-yard line. It appears that, again, we'll see what the official call will be. So there was a delay of game called against Coach Miller of the Reinhardt Eagles, backing things up all the way to the 18-yard line, making this extra point a little bit more difficult for Alex Hansen. Some drama here. Hansen's extra point will be no good, wide left. So some drama there when it comes to the point after. Nonetheless, the Eagles still on top after the touchdown. It is now 34-16. Advantage Reinhardt.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because...
Quarterback deep, number 8.
Set to resume play here at Ken White Field. Some commotion there. The referees trying to take control of the game, trying to reel things back in. Very emotional on both sides, but the Eagles firmly out in front, 34-16. Hansen sends this one away right near the end zone. Strother's going to take it. Strother looking for space, and he's going to get wrapped up and brought down. Number 19, Braden Bohannon, the quarterback in on the kickoff team. He was the first one there to make the tackle. So Braden Bohannon getting himself in the stat sheet with the tackle will bring up 1st down and 10 for the Union offense around the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 for Union at the 16-yard line. 2 minutes.
That tackle was made by number 19, Braden Bohannon. Usually a quarterback, he may need to change his position to linebacker after that one. A nice form tackle on the kickoff. Taji Jackson with a spin move, but cannot find much running room. That was number 33, Jamari Major, on the stop.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
And the 2-minute timeout here, 1:56 remaining on the clock. Reinhardt out in front and in control, 34-16.
Good for a yard on the play, 2nd.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Let's start time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Set to resume play, the Reinhardt defense on the field. It's 2nd down and 9. Grabowski remains in the game for Union. Joined by Taji Jackson in the backfield. Grabowski rolling right, throwing it left. And that pass too far, intended for Erman Varner. Will bring up 3rd down and long for the Union offense. Now, Union, they were able to utilize Grabowski in a variety of different ways on their last drive. They had a nice long drive against that Reinhardt defense. But offensively, they were able to keep themselves going by really limiting the amount of 3rd and longs that they had. Most of their 3rd downs were 3rd and medium, 3rd and manageable. We'll see what the play call will be here on 3rd down and 9. Grabowski had a nice long touchdown to Salation Strother on that last drive. That was the longest pass of the game for him. He drops back to pass, throwing it as he was being brought down. Number 1, Emmanuel O'Lighton providing the pressure, forcing a 3rd down and out for Union. And another flag on the play. So we'll see what the call will be. Again, some extracurricular activities on both sides. The refs trying to control the game and prevent things from getting out of hand.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 25.
Unsportsmanlike conduct will go against number 25. That's Brandon Payton. Officially getting called for the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Not just a 15-yard flag, but it will also be a 1st down for Union, and their offense will remain on the field. So a new lease on life for the Union Bulldog offense. We'll see if they can take advantage of it. 1st down and 10 from around the 33. Grabowski all alone in the backfield. Fakes the drop back, and he's going to take it up the middle. Brought down, number 1, Emmanuel O'Lighton on the stop, along with number 92, Damian Deloney. So it's been a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct and personal foul penalties in this first half. Clock winding down, 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. Union trying to get up to the line fast. Grabowski dropping back, pressured, running for his life before being brought down by number 22, Nolan Marshall. And Reinhardt defensive line providing an ample amount of pressure on that play. Nolan Marshall on the stop. 3rd and long yet again for this Union offense. We'll see what the call will be. Under a minute remaining here in the first half. Union trying to get one more score on the board before we transition to the second half of play. Grabowski and Jackson in the backfield. Handoff to Taji Jackson. Jackson breaking a tackle. Jackson running over a man, still on his feet. Taji Jackson around the sticks. It will be a first down for Union. A tremendous run by Taji Jackson. He's a load to bring down. 6'2", about 215 pounds. Very difficult to bring down in space. And we see it there. Taji Jackson moving the chains for Union. Coach Bryant calling a timeout as his offense is able to remain on the field. Just under 30 seconds remaining. So the Union offense still trying their best to move and make things happen. Taji Jackson, that was one of his better runs of the day. He ran clean over a defender before finding his way across the sticks. So Reinhardt defensively, they were able to get off the field before an unsportsmanlike conduct flag was thrown against number 25, Brandon Payton of the Reinhardt Eagles. That 15-yard flag kept the Union offense on the field. Taji Jackson picking up the third down conversion on the ground. So 1st and 10 for Union. 4 receivers out wide. Jackson remains in the backfield. Grabowski dropping back to throw. He throws it and it will be caught near the sideline. It's number 3, Tice Hall on the reception.
Tice Hall.
22 seconds remaining here in the first half. And a change in personnel for the Reinhardt defense. So expect Union to try to push things a little bit more going downfield here. Under 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A new man in the backfield, number 4, DeMarco Hopkins. Grabowski dropping back, throwing it deep. That pass was intended for Strother. It will be 3rd down and 7 for Union. For most of this half, it's been really solid for Reinhardt defensively. Their defense has given up 1 score. The other score for Union came courtesy of a Kiki McMurray pick 6. So it's been a strong half so far for the Reinhardt defense. They're hoping to finish strong here. 16 seconds remaining, 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. Grabowski's gonna take it. He finds some running room at the 40, and he's gonna run out of bounds around the 35-yard line. So Grabowski keeping it for himself, showing off some of that athleticism. Union now in Reinhardt territory with 9 seconds remaining on the clock.
At the 35-yard line.
9 seconds remaining, 34-16. Again, Union trying to put something up on the board. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 receiver isolated on the right side. Grabowski dropping back, and he was looking for some space. Emmanuel O'Lighton again on the pressure, nearly coming away with the sack. Grabowski just getting it away. So 4 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Union running out of time to make something happen. We'll see what they do here. Either a chance for their offense to push one down the field or a chance to kick one away. So a timeout here. Score is 34-16, 4 seconds remaining. Union finding some momentum on offense. Their last drive, it was really the ground game that got things going for them. Similar story here on this drive. Taji Jackson with a highlight reel run on a 3rd down and long to get them across the sticks. Grabowski in at quarterback, taking one for himself to get the ball to the 35-yard line into Reinhardt territory. They haven't been able to find too much success through the air in this game. They did have the touchdown to Strother that went earlier in the second quarter. We'll see whose number gets called here. So this will likely be the last play of the second quarter. Grabowski dropping back the pass, throwing it. Julian Stevenson in defensively, but it will be 0.1 seconds remaining. Clock stopped with 1/10 of a second remaining. Union will have just that long to be able to make something happen. So 0.1 seconds remaining for Union, and they're going to try to use it to get one more chance to score. 8 guys deep in coverage for the Reinhardt defense. Only 3 men set to rush. So Grabowski's going to get a lot of time to run around and find some space and see if he can loft one into the end zone. And here it is, the official last play of the second quarter. Grabowski throwing it deep, lofting it into the end zone. It will be batted away. Number 8, Braylon Jones, knocking it down for the PBU. And that is how we will end things here in the first half. Some fireworks, a very entertaining first half of football as the dust settles. Reinhardt out in front, 34-16.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Post time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Toda mi gente gente lo siente. Toda mi 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 gente caliente. Toda mi gente lo siente. Toda mi gente suena. En la favela suena. El techo se me llena. Toda mi gente lo siente.
I'm Mauricio Cuevas, defender for the LA Galaxy. The best performance requires the best training. That's why we trust AstroTurf. AstroTurf delivers unparalleled ability, safety, and playability, ensuring every match and session of training is fast and exciting. As a proud partner of the LA Galaxy, AstroTurf continues to provide world-class surfaces, fueling the future of the game.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi there. I'd like to introduce you to McValue at McDonald's. With McValue, you can buy one and add any one of these for only $1. And look at that. You can do the same thing during breakfast. It's crazy. You see, at any moment in the day, McValue can take you to a place where a whole new menu of possibilities exist, inspiring you to order more from life than you could ever imagine. Take a look at your surroundings. Take a look at your environment. Take a look at your past decisions. Take a look at your present. Are you curious about the future? And setting your expectations at perfection is not a way for growth. So I'd use the word curiosity, and that's a long way to get there. But if you stay curious, I think you can get the most out of life's menu. Because if you don't, you're leaving some of those moments on the table. You gotta try to get the most out of life. You might just think McValue adds the power of choice to McDonald's menu, but it also adds the power of perspective. And depending on how you look at it, that might be the most powerful thing you can order. And while you're here, I can't wait to meet you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The bravest person I know is definitely my dad, 100%.
My friend Sean.
My daughter Cynthia, and she was in the United States Army.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
Our journey has not been easy.
One of the bravest things he did was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
When he decided he was going to go back to school after 23 years.
It was the better part of my life that I spent in the Marine Corps. Transitioning out, it's a difficult thing.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
So I really appreciate it.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These are the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundlings.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't. Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Hey, do you need a hand?
Yeah. Every time with his team, man. All right, coach, put me on this, man.
Nice dive. Now find your rhythm.
Calm down. Ah! Hey! Okay, man! That boy lit! That boy lit!
Up. Okay, that's it. You got one more for you.
Got you. Like the headway. Here she is, guys. She's coming, guys.
Let's go.
Good morning, Emma. I'm right here now. Come on, come to me, come to me.
Turn me up, baby.
Onyedi. You're Fatani.
Boss, man, I'm turned up right now, though. Oh, you're violent, man, honestly.
Give me a hand job. You're good.
Just don't forget what I sent you this morning. You are equipped. Don't allow anyone or anything to tell you different. I got something for you.
One more. You can. I really got it.
Onyedi, chin up, bro. You got a goal in you, man. The left back's gas. Come on.
Oh, come on, Sam. This is looking really good.
You only got 10K left, okay? Your pace is phenomenal. Are you ready?
Can't be all good. Take the hit. Embrace it. You're here for a reason, baby. You are here for a reason, baby.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Let's go, baby. Mate, that was so sick.
Come on, Emma. Final push, Emma. Come on.
Okay, time.
Pregame! MVP!
Dale pues, mamá ya, muévete más loco como solo tú sabes. Así es, con la mano en la cabeza, sacúdete, sacúdete, mira, sacúdete.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Toda mi gente lo siente, 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 toda mi gente caliente, toda mi gente lo siente. Toda mi gente suena, en la favela suena, el techo se me llena, toda mi gente lo siente.
I'm Mauricio Cuevas, defender for the LA Galaxy. The best performance requires the best training. That's why we trust AstroTurf. AstroTurf delivers unparalleled ability, safety, and playability, ensuring every match and session of training is fast and exciting. As a proud partner of the LA Galaxy, AstroTurf continues to provide world-class surfaces, fueling the future of the game.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi there. I'd like to introduce you to McValue at McDonald's. With McValue, you can buy one and add any one of these for only $1. And look at that. You can do the same thing during breakfast. It's crazy. You see, at any moment in the day, McValue can take you to a place where a whole new menu of possibilities exist, inspiring you to order more from life than you could ever imagine. Take a look at your surroundings. Take a look at your environment. Take a look at your past decisions. Take a look at your present. Are you curious about the future? And setting your expectations at perfection is not a way for growth. So I'd use the word curiosity, and that's a long way to get there. But if you stay curious, I think you can get the most out of life's menu. Because if you don't, you're leaving some of those moments on the table. You gotta try to get the most out of life. You might just think McValue adds the power of choice to McDonald's menu, but it also adds the power of perspective. And depending on how you look at it, that might be the most powerful thing you can order. And while you're here, I can't wait to meet you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The bravest person I know is definitely my dad, 100%.
My friend Sean.
My daughter, Cynthia, and she was in the United States Army.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
Our journey has not been easy.
One of the bravest things he did was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
When he decided he was going to go back to school after 23 years.
It was the better part of my life that I spent in the Marine Corps. Transitioning out, it's a difficult thing.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
So I really appreciate it.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These are the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundlings.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't.
Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Hey!
Some might ask, what's the hurry? But if it's the difference between getting McDonald's breakfast and settling for a Big Mac, well, run like the wind. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's like that.
Got him, it stays fair.
Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we bring it to you. It's like that.
You don't have to wear a uniform for service or sacrifice. Every day, ordinary Americans perform extraordinary acts of courage and selfless service. Please join us in recognizing citizen heroes who have made a difference in the lives of others through their acts of courage and selfless service in communities across America. Nominate a citizen hero today at themedalofhonor.com.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Tony, what do you think?
Quincy, it's 2 a.m. You have school tomorrow. Get some rest.
See you tomorrow, Saquon.
You got it, Quessy.
His name is Quincy. The crowd goes wild.
Hey, Quincy.
Quincy! Your son's fantasies are going to destroy my house.
Spin move. Quincy, take the snap. Hike. Here comes Fred Warner.
I'm open.
He's got Jefferson.
Hit the gritty?
Nah, hit the Quincy.
Where is that boy going?
Nobody was little number.
Oh no!
Bring it, little man.
Cam Jordan!
I'll see you tomorrow, Quincy.
Quincy's in trouble!
I got you.
He pitches into Saquon! No! My ball!
That's on you, bro. Besides, I'm not even real.
Is this your ball? What's your name?
Quincy.
Quincy. I'm OC. I know that look. I know that dream. I had the same one. See, Quincy, doesn't have to be a dream anymore. Doesn't matter where you're born, as long as you're born to play.
Just making sure you were real.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Mental health plays a massive role in professional soccer and in sports in general. We're all here to support each other. We're all here to help each other, and you never know what somebody is going through, whether it's on the field or off the field. For me, mental health plays a huge role when it comes to goalkeeping, because a lot of times the game is not near me and not near the goalkeeper, and it's important that I stay calm and stay ready and stay connected to the team even when the play is not by me.
Once upon a time, there was a girl with golden locks. You know what? Maybe it was like a...
And welcome everybody back to Ken White Field here in Waleska, Georgia. The Reinhardt Eagles against the Union Bulldogs Appalachian Athletic Conference opener here in Waleska. Right now, the Reinhardt Eagles out in front by a score of 34-16, and much like it was in the first half against Lindsey Wilson, it has been the Reinhardt ground attack doing much of the heavy lifting for the Eagles so far. Reinhardt 183 rushing yards today across 25 rushing attempts, over 7 yards per carry, and it has been truly a team effort on the ground. Ethan Rice leading the way for the Eagles, 3 carries for 61 yards. Ja Colbert 8 for 56, 7 yards per carry. Jamarion Walker 6 for 29, about 5 yards a carry for him as well. Tyrus McKee also a 16-yard rush in his own right. So it has been a variety of different players on the ground for the Eagles. Taylor Jackson also making his way through the air, 4 of 8, 61 yards, and a score for the Reinhardt offense. Meanwhile, the Union Bulldogs, they made a change at quarterback. Cooper Wick started the game. Bryson Grabowski came in and has really been the difference for the Union offense. What he's able to do on the ground really got their offense going. 9 carries and 43 yards for Grabowski. But so far, our player to watch for the Bulldogs, number 2, Taji Jackson, has not been able to find much success. 8 carries, 26 yards, just a little bit over 3 yards per carry for Taji Jackson. It has been a struggle for him. Much credit to the Reinhardt defense for what they've been able to do. So right now we're going to see what the Eagles can do defensively if they can continue to slow down Jackson and force him into a difficult day on the ground. Again, the Union Bulldogs, not much success offensively through the air. That has been a struggle for them. Cooper Wick and Bryson Grabowski, just 4 of 18 between the two of them. Again, the difference has been what Grabowski has been able to provide on the ground for Union. That has proved all the difference in the world for their offense. Still, the Reinhardt Eagles have been able to keep that Union offense at bay for most of this game. Union only 1 touchdown offensively. Their other score came courtesy of a Kiki McMurray pick 6. Set to begin things here in the third quarter, Salation Strother back deep to receive the Alex Hansen kick. And we begin the third quarter here at Ken White Field. Strother receives it, and he's returning, trying to find some space. Jacorian Polk in on the stop at around the 30-yard line. That is where Union will begin their next offensive possession. So Reinhardt, they do have a pick 6 of their own, came courtesy of number 2, Markel Sutton. Eagles out in front by 3 possessions. The Reinhardt defense has done a nice job of slowing down Taji Jackson. We will see if they can continue that work here. Jackson along the right side, falling forward for about 2 yards. It will be 2nd down and 8. Union, again, they came into the game with a real pointed idea of trying to get Jackson involved early and often. Reinhardt, again, doing a nice job of slowing him down. The hope, though, is that having Grabowski on the field can open up the game for Jackson. But it will not open things up for him on this one. He's going to get brought down. The first one to the play, number 88, Nathaniel Sanford. So Jackson brought down for no gain. Will be 3rd down and 7 for the Union Bulldogs. Again, Union so far between their two signal callers, 4 of 18 through the air. This has been where they've struggled today. 3rd downs have not gone their way. Grabowski will have another crack at it here. He drops back to throw, looking for space. Pressured up the middle, and the pass falls through the hands of number 88, Tate Spade, but a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag will be. Spade was running Brandon Payton in coverage. We'll wait for confirmation.
Defense, number 25. 15 yards, previous spot, automatic, 1st down. That's crazy.
Call will be number 25, Brandon Payton, with the pass interference. That flag will keep the Union drive alive now at the 47-yard line. Union hasn't found much success offensively, but some critical errors by Reinhardt, penalties, have been able to keep some of their drives alive. Another flag on the play. That was number 18, Carter Hicks, in coverage, going up against number 3, Tice Hall. So we'll see which way this one goes. It's going to be pass interference against Carter Hicks. 2 consecutive pass interference penalties against the Reinhardt Eagles. This Union drive being strengthened almost solely on the back of Reinhardt miscues. Hasn't really been a clean game for the Reinhardt Eagles, as Union has been able to hang around here at Ken White Field. You know how the old saying goes, when you let a team believe that they can beat you, sometimes they just might be able to do just that. Union still in it. Grabowski's going to keep it for himself, not finding much running room. The ball falls out, but the play was blown dead. That's number 97, Darius Jordan, in on the stop, along with number 28, Kish Wright. So the Reinhardt Eagle defense, they've done a nice job of stopping Union, but it has been penalties that have kept drives alive for the Bulldogs. We'll see if Union can take advantage here on this drive. They weren't able to take advantage of their last drive, getting all the way down to the 35 before time expired. Grabowski with the quick drop. The throw and the catch will be made for Union. Number 86, Jaden Bratcher, on the reception. Will be 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. You'd expect them with the ball right near the 30-yard line that this would be 4-down territory. So maybe something quick and maybe a carry for Taji Jackson here. 3rd and 5, and Jackson will not get it. Grabowski faking the handoff, and Grabowski gets upended. Nolan Marshall was the first to him. The tackle made by Kamari Poindexter, number 52. Grabowski, a gain of 1. 4th down and 4 for the Bulldogs. And trailing by 3 possessions with the ball around the 30-yard line, I suspected that it would be 4-down territory for the Bulldogs. And sure enough, their offense remains on the field. 4th down and 4. Grabowski joined by Taji Jackson in the backfield. Bratcher coming in motion. The handoff is fake. Grabowski keeps it running on the right side, finding running room and down at the 20-yard line. And the quarterback running game has really transformed this Union offense. They weren't able to find much space either on ground or through air in the first quarter. Ever since inserting Grabowski, they've done a nice job of keeping that Reinhardt defense on its heels. Real gutsy performance from him thus far. Pistol formation here, 3 receivers out wide. Jackson behind Grabowski. He's going to get the carry. Jackson shrugging off a defender. Not much space there. There have been some different players that Union has been able to throw into the game that have found success, but Taji Jackson has not been one of them. 2 Bulldogs down on the ground. We're going to take a second to check on them, and as we check on them, we're going to step away for a quick break. Two men being helped off the field, number 55, Tramel Pre, and number 74, Cedric Irvin. Irvin, a 2024 All-AAC selection, so a huge loss for Union. We'll provide updates on their condition as we receive them. 2nd down and 8 for the Union Bulldogs as they're currently in the red zone driving against the Reinhardt defense. Grabowski faking the handoff. He's throwing it into the end zone. And is it caught for the interception? Did he come down with it? Yes, he did. What a play by number 8, Braylon Jones. Braylon Jones with the interception in the back of the end zone, and the Reinhardt offense will take over at the 20-yard line. The ball was lofted through the air. Grabowski was looking for his man, but Braylon Jones was all over it, got a foot down, and made the play. Braylon Jones, his 2nd interception of the season. And he has been dynamite in the back of this Reinhardt defense. He's provided some nice assistance in run support, has made some nice plays in coverage as well. Jones coming up with his 2nd interception of the year. Braden Bohannon in at quarterback for the Eagles, and he runs it up the middle before being upended. Number 57, Zane Hammock, making the stop. It looked like Union was getting ready to put themselves in position to make a furious comeback. Braylon Jones putting the kibosh on any of those thoughts and hopes with that interception. Heavy formation in for the Reinhardt Eagles. Handoff to Ja Colbert. Colbert finding space. Colbert shrugging through defenders, getting up around the 45-yard line, and he points forward for the 1st down. And Reinhardt, they have plenty of talented runners, plenty of talented guys who can carry the ball and make things happen. But I must say there are few that are as talented and as effective as number 5, Ja Colbert for the Reinhardt Eagles. He was our player to watch for a reason, and he's showing you why with that carry. Man coming in motion for the Eagles. Colbert remains in the backfield. Taylor Jackson's going to keep it for himself. That's a gain of about 5 there. Reinhardt again trying to get their ground game going early and often. Now up above 200 yards total with around 9 minutes remaining in the third. Ethan Rice now in at quarterback, the third different player to take a snap at the quarterback position on this drive. Rice running into the back of his offensive lineman before getting thrown to the ground by number 54, Davion Brown. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5, but Brown is down on the ground for Union. So the trainers are going to take an opportunity to look at him, and as they look at him, we will take an opportunity to take a break. It's number 54, Davion Brown, who came up with the stop against Ethan Rice, being helped off the field. After the tackle from Brown, it will be 3rd down and 5 for this Reinhardt offense. Taylor Jackson re-entering at quarterback, joined by Ja Colbert in the backfield. About 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, 34-16. Fake handoff, the throw to Cam Curtis in the flat. Curtis trying to muscle his way across the 1st down mark. He will officially be marked short by one official and across by another. We'll see which official has the final say. They will mark him just short. It's going to be 4th down and 1. More like 4th down and about 6 inches. Jamarion Walker has entered the game at running back. Expect to see him get something up the middle. He's usually the man they turn to in these short yardage situations. Heavy package in for the Eagles. It is Walker with the handoff, moving his feet, and he stretches just across for the 1st down. Jamarion Walker does have enough for the 1st down, getting across the line to gain, and we will move the chains. No official signal yet. No official signal yet. The Union defense seems to believe that they got Walker down short. Again, from the untrained eye that I have in the booth, it would appear that he got to the line to gain. So we'll see what the official call is. Sometimes it's difficult when one ref has one spot, another ref has another spot. I guess you can assume that they meet in the middle in those situations. Nonetheless, here comes the chain crew. We're going to get a measurement here to see if Jamarion Walker was able to get across that line to gain. He was marked short. Jamarion Walker does not get the 1st down. The Union defense stands firm and stops the Reinhardt offense. Jamarion Walker, initially it looked like he was able to get across the line to gain on that initial surge. Instead, that Union defense coming up with a monumental stop here with 7 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Appreciate it. So the Union offense back on the field. Grabowski and Quay Powell in the backfield for Union. It is Powell on the handoff, finds some space, running through the front line, getting across the line to gain for the 1st down. Nice carry from Quay Powell. 7 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. Union still trailing by 3 possessions. They can draw a little bit closer with some nice execution on this drive. Bryson Grabowski threw an interception to Braylon Jones on the last drive. We'll see what happens here. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Grabowski's going to take it on the quarterback keeper, but he's going to get brought down. Number 1, Emmanuel Olighton waiting for him in the hole.
Question if you don't get about the clock.
No gain on the carry from Grabowski. Olighton there on the stop. 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
Union, they want to try to keep things going on the ground. Again, only 4 completions so far. It has been a struggle for them through the air. Meanwhile, Reinhardt, you want to do everything you can do to put them into these 2nd and 3rd and long situations. Quay Powell on the carry, but he's going to get brought down. Brandon Payton, Emmanuel Olighton, both there combining for the stop. And that will bring up a 3rd and long for Union. Again, with where the game is right now, trailing by 3 possessions, you would figure that this would be 4-down territory potentially for your team. With that being said, Grabowski hasn't found success pushing it down the field on a consistent basis. We'll see what happens here. 3 receivers on the left side, 1 man isolated on the right. Strother coming in motion. Grabowski dropping back. The throw, and it's incomplete. Incomplete pass. That one intended for number 9, Dominic Jones. He's the one who very nearly had the reception for Union. Instead, Coach Bryant is going to call out the punt team. 4th down and 10 coming up. Union's going to punt it away. Number 5, Ja Colbert back deep to receive. 5 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. The Reinhardt Eagles out in front by 3 possessions. And this punt away takes a little bit of a Union roll. Will officially be marked down at the 23-yard line. And that's where Reinhardt will begin their next drive. And a man right now seemingly trying to collect himself for the Reinhardt Eagles. That's number 21, Anthony Morley, limping off the field for Reinhardt. And Reinhardt's going to enter with a chance to go up by another possession. The offense has been quiet over these last few possessions. We'll see what they can do here. Score remains 34-16. 5 minutes and 26 seconds. Eagles try to establish themselves and really impose their will in the run game in their first drive of the quarter. We'll see if that continues with Jamarion Walker in the backfield. Taylor Jackson dropping back to pass. He's throwing it deep, looking for McKee. Tyrese McKee is batted away, and it's intercepted. The interception for the Union defense. That's number 5, Donnell Casey with the pick. There is a flag on the play, so we'll see what the call will be on the field. Jackson was looking for Tyrese McKee down the field. He wasn't able to catch it cleanly, and Casey took it away for the interception. And it will be pass interference by Braylon Farley. Farley gets called for pass interference, wipes away the interception. 15-yard penalty. The Reinhardt defense will stay off the field. The Reinhardt offense will remain on the field. And an answered prayer for the Reinhardt Eagles. That was very nearly another interception thrown by Taylor Jackson. Would have been his 2nd of the day. Instead, the Eagle offense will continue moving forward at the 39-yard line now. Jamarion Walker remains in the game in the backfield for the Reinhardt Eagles. McKee coming in motion now, attached to the line. Fake handoff. Jackson rolling right, throwing right. He will be able to find number 82, Tremaine Demps, for the reception. It's a first down for the Reinhardt Eagles. Demps picking up his first catch of the year. Eagle offense trying to move with some tempo. Handoff going to Jamarion Walker, who's running on the right side, looking for some space. Jamarion Walker driven out around the 35-yard line, but 2 flags near the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what the official flag will be, but judging by the reaction of some of the Reinhardt players, it will go against the Eagles. It's going to be holding on Reinhardt, number 72, Jaden Calhoun, the culprit. That brings it back 10 yards. It will be first down and 20 now for the Reinhardt Eagles. And Reinhardt back in a heavy set. Harlem Diamond in at H-back. 2 receivers out wide. The handoff to Jamarion Walker, still on his feet, moving forward. A hard 4-yard gain for Jamarion Walker brings up 2nd and 16. The Union defense, again, they've tightened the screws here as this game has gone on. Reinhardt has continued to find success on the ground, but it has been tough sledding at times for the Eagles. Trying to impose their will. Reinhardt, a few costly penalties that Union has been able to take advantage of. The quick throw to Diamond out the backfield, but he will be brought down. Nice tackle by number 6, DJ Washington, getting the stop after a short gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 15 for the Reinhardt offense. 3rd and long. A situation now where Taylor Jackson will likely have to push the ball down the field. Union on several occasions, these 3rd and long situations, they'll bring pressure. They've brought linebacker blitzes up the middle. They brought pressure from the edge. We'll see what happens here. Unique defensive set right now. A few guys walking around near the line of scrimmage. 7 men up. 5 men are going to rush. Quick throw to 84, Ty Jones. Tried to reverse field, but he gets brought down. Was looking for space, but gets brought down by Cam Smith. So a 4th and long. The punt team will be called onto the field for the Reinhardt Eagles. And you know that Coach Miller is going to harp on penalties for this next week of practice. Those penalties have really single-handedly kept Union in the game. Just costly penalties in very unfortunate situations. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Reinhardt still ahead. It's 34-16. Alex Hansen ready to send this punt away. It's a boomer, end over end. Taking a Reinhardt bounce. Jacorian Greer with the hit stick against Strother. Jacorian Greer on the tackle. And that's where Union will begin their next drive. Just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Union still trying to find some type of footing.
White Dodge Ram for the plates. BPB 6643. You're blocking the bus.
Union offense entering the fray once more. Grabowski remains in the game. Taji Jackson will re-enter in at running back. 3 receivers set for the Union offense. It has been rough sledding for Jackson so far today. He gets this carry, running on the right side. Jackson, yet again, not able to find much running room. That was a hard-earned gain of 4 yards for Taji Jackson. Every team that Union plays, the point of emphasis will be try to slow down number 2. First 3 teams on Union's schedule, they were not able to accomplish that goal, but Reinhardt, they've done a nice job of really slowing him down and making him work for every inch. A lot of pressure on the shoulders of the signal caller, Grabowski. Jackson again receiving the handoff. falling forward for a short gain.
Taji Jackson on the 2 carry.
It's a gain of about 3. His helmet pops off, so he'll have to head to the sideline for a play. Backup running back Quay Powell will enter for Taji Jackson. 3rd and short coming up for Union. As much as it's been a struggle for Taji Jackson, Quay Powell has had some nice runs so far in this game for Union. He'll get a chance here to help the Bulldog offense move the chains. Handoff going to Powell. Powell falling forward. Is he across the line to gain? Yes, he is. First down, Union.
Tackled by Nolan Marshall, number 22.
And as much of a struggle as it's been for the Union Bulldogs, Reinhardt, they've kept Union in the game. Some untimely penalties on their side. Union trailing by 3 possessions, but a score here, and they will give themselves a chance to really shock the Eagles here at Ken White Field. All it really takes is one play to flip momentum. Snap going to Grabowski. There's some movement there. It's likely going to be a procedure penalty against Union. We'll see what the call on the field is. It will be a false start on the Bulldogs. Call will go against number 9, Dominic Jones. 1st and 15 coming up for Union. Clock continues to wind. Now coming up on 30 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
Union from the 26.
Both defenses have settled in here in this game. No score in the 3rd. Union running out of time to change the narrative on that one. Grabowski's going to hand it off to Powell. Powell finding space up the middle. Powell running hard across into Eagle territory and brought down at the 40-yard line. Nice carry from Quay Powell as we will wind down the 3rd quarter and enter the 4th. Reinhardt still out in front and in control, but Union driving 34-16, Eagles.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry and a lot of hungry people to feed. Kraus Family Ford. Passion drives purpose.
Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a...
Set to resume play here. 1st and 10, Union in Reinhardt territory. Ball at the 41-yard line. We're going to get things rolling here in the 4th quarter. Union trying to draw closer and put themselves in position to score the AAC upset. Handoff going to Quay Powell, but he will be snowed under by number 22, Nolan Marshall.
On the carry, Quay Powell.
Marshall on the stop, coming from the backside to make that play.
Nolan Marshall for the Eagles.
Gain of about 1 for Quay Powell.
And 9. From the 40-yard line.
Taji Jackson hasn't been able to find much running room, but Quay Powell has done a nice job in his limited action thus far. 7 carries for 62 yards on the day for Quay Powell. Grabowski's going to drop back to throw. quick pass dropped by Salation Strother. And Reinhardt defensive line starting to impose their will in the backfield of the Union offense. A lot of pressure in the face of Grabowski on nearly every single drop back. So far, Union 5 of 21 through the air. Third and long. Again, 4-down territory for the Union Bulldogs, so maybe something quick, something short, maybe even a third down handoff. We'll see what the play call is here. Grabowski's dropping back to throw, trying to find space. He's taking it for himself. He went for the slide, gets hit as he slid to the ground. The hit provided by number 52, Kamari Poindexter, but multiple flags on the play. We'll see what the official verdict will be. Referees are going to come together to discuss. Coach Miller of the Eagles seems to believe that the flag will go against Union.
Illegal shift on the offense.
A procedure penalty against Union. We'll replay the down. It's a 5-yard loss. We'll bring up 3rd down and 14. 14 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Again, the Bulldogs running out of time to give themselves a chance to score the upset. Reinhardt trying to hold on to this 18-point lead. And even though there was a flag on the play, again, it was pressure in the face of Grabowski, forcing him to bail on the pocket. Now that's likely why Coach Boston Bryant of the Union Bulldogs decided to make a switch at quarterback. Cooper Wick isn't exactly known for his athleticism. So Union challenging the no call. They believe that number 52, Kamari Poindexter, led with the crown of his helmet when quarterback Bryson Grabowski slid to the ground. So they're going to take a chance to look at that one. And as they look at that one, we're going to take a chance to take a quick breather.
After video review, there is no foul for targeting on the previous play.
So the official review was trying to determine if there was targeting on the slide by Grabowski against Kamari Poindexter of the Reinhardt Eagles. After review, the no call of targeting was deemed to be the correct no call. It will remain 3rd down and 14. These 3rd and long situations have spelled doom thus far for Union. Grabowski hasn't found much success through the air. Again, Union so far between their two quarterbacks, 5 of 21 passing. Grabowski drops back to throw. It will be caught. Pass is complete for Union. Number 88, Tate Spade, right near the sticks. It will be 4th and short. 4th down and about 2 for the Union Bulldogs. It wasn't quite a 3rd down conversion, but that feels like something that the Bulldogs can build on. Grabowski, again, has not found much success through the air. Tate Spade with the contested catch, a defender draped all over him. Now, 4th and short, you would expect this to maybe go to Taji Jackson. Grabowski instead keeps it for himself, and he will not get to the line to gain. Running into the wall of defenders of the Reinhardt Eagles, number 92, Damian Deloney, number 22, Nolan Marshall, in on the stop. In those situations, Taji Jackson has usually been money for Union this year. Grabowski's also been very effective in those short yardage situations in this game, but that time not able to find any running room. Turnover on downs for the Bulldogs, and Reinhardt's offense re-enters the fray. 3 receivers out wide, 13 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this one. Handoff going to Ja Colbert. Colbert reversing field. Colbert now in the open space at the 30, at the 25, stiff-arming a defender before being driven out at the 22-yard line. Ja Colbert, another strong game so far for this Reinhardt offense. He remains in the game for the Eagles.
That's Anita's Pizza, first down.
Correction, Colbert now on the sideline. Number 27, Harlem Diamond in at running back. Diamond's going to get the carry, and he runs clean over a defender. Nice hard run there by number 27, Harlem Diamond. The Eagle running backs have had some nice carries in this game, and seems like each of them have had a highlight that they can take home and keep handy. Harlem Diamond there with his highlight reel play.
2nd and 6.
4-yard gain. Diamond remains in the game, joining Taylor Jackson in the backfield. Diamond gets the handoff again, stays on his feet. Gain of about 2 for Harlem Diamond. Now 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Eagles. Colbert returns to the field. Diamond will exit. Under 12 minutes remaining here in this one.
3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. The fake handoff, Jackson kept it for himself but was brought down. 57, Zane Hammock on the stop. So the Eagle field goal unit will enter the game. Number 46, Alex Hansen, looking to get Reinhardt on the board for the first time in the second half.
4th and 6.
Hansen's had a nice year for Reinhardt thus far. His longest field goal, a 48-yarder that came against Southeastern. Hansen last season was a second-team All-AAC selection. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So Alex Hansen knocking in 3 points for the Reinhardt Eagles. That gets them on the board for the first time in the second half. Reinhardt out in front by 21 points. Welcome back to Ken White Field. Reinhardt out in front, 37-16 over the Union Bulldogs, now ahead by 3 touchdowns. Union running out of time to give themselves a chance. This game has morphed into a defensive struggle here in the second half. Reinhardt breaking the ice with that field goal from Alex Hansen, who sends it away deep on the kickoff and the touchback. So Union's next drive will begin at the 20-yard line, and the lack of success through the air has really been the difference of the game. Union had a drive where they were able to use some unique concepts and packages to catch the Reinhardt defense off guard, but outside of that, not much success offensively for Union. The only times that they've really been able to sustain drives have been due to Reinhardt penalties. So it's been a rough go at it for Union offensively throughout this game. They're hoping to be able to change the narrative entering on their next drive. Getting things going at the 25-yard line, Taji Jackson back on the field for Union. Grabowski dropping back to pass. He's pressured and sacked. Brought down by number 97, Darius Jordan. Jordan, the Burke County alum, with the sack. Huge loss for Union there. Will be second down and around 18. And a man on the ground for the Bulldogs. Trainers are going to take a chance to look at the injured player. We'll take a chance to step away. So that's the tight end, number 86, Jaden Bratcher, who's being helped to the sideline after that sack for number 97, Darius Jordan. 2nd and 18 coming up for the Union Bulldogs. Reinhardt's defensive line, they've begun to pin their ears back. They've been providing some consistent pressure up front. Taji Jackson taking it, gets brought down. Number 20, Gabe Helton, meeting him into the hole. Gabe Helton on the solo stop will be 3rd and very long for Union.
Number 20, Gabe Helton.
And it felt like there was a period in the game where Union was giving themselves a chance. They were inching closer, but ever since then, the Reinhardt defense, they have completely dominated the Union offense. Grabowski running to the left. Jackson lead blocking. Grabowski trying to find room. Gets brought down along the sideline. Number 52, Kamari Poindexter on the stop. And Union's going to punt the ball away. Now under 10 minutes remaining. And Reinhardt, they can have a chance to really put a lot of pressure on Union. It's not over yet, but the Eagles have to be feeling very good about their chances to pick up their 2nd win of the year and their 1st in AAC action. 37-16, John Colbert back deep to receive for the Reinhardt Eagles. The punt just off. Colbert's going to have a chance to return it, making a man miss. The man brings him down just across the 50-yard line in the Union territory. They're going to mark him down around the 48, and that is where Reinhardt will begin their next offensive possession. Eagles are out in front by 21 points, but it hasn't been pretty at all times for Reinhardt. They've had a few unforced errors, some unfortunate penalties that have really slowed things down for them offensively. They're hoping for a nice, clean offensive drive here. Ethan Rice and Harlem Diamond in the backfield at quarterback and running back. Two receivers set for the Eagles. Ethan Rice running to the left side. Harlem Diamond in to lead block. Rice still on the field, moving his feet, moving forward.
Ethan Rice.
He gets brought down after about 4 yards, but there is a flag on the field, 2 flags on the field. We'll see what the official call will be from the refs. Quick conference taking place.
Personal foul, face mask, 57, defense.
Face mask will go against the Union defense. That's number 57, Zane Hammock, being called for the penalty. 15-yard penalty moves things up to the 30-yard line for Reinhardt. Ethan Rice will remain in the game for the Eagles. Now 3 receivers set. Rice all alone in the backfield. McKee coming in motion. The handoff is faked. Rice is going to keep it. Falling forward, a nice gain for Ethan Rice, a gain of about 6 yards. And Ben Hollers jogging off the field. Braddock Vaughan, the freshman, enters in at right guard.
Pick up number 7. Second and 2.
Ethan Rice remains in the game at quarterback. Diamond now in the backfield. Handoff to Diamond up the middle, still on his feet, moving forward now into the red zone of the Union Bulldogs. Brought down at around the 18-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for Reinhardt. Taylor Jackson back in the game. Harlem Diamond remains at running back. Diamond's had some nice, tough runs for Reinhardt in this one. And that's going to be a false start. Will go against number 71, Braddock Vaughan. So the freshman with the false start. And for the people at home, those moments can be really nerve-wracking as a player when you're entering a game that you may not have expected to play in, and you are being called upon in a big-time moment. The nerves are everywhere. Your mind is everywhere. And I'm sure Vaughan will tell you just a bit of an unforced error from him. Nice pull from Vaughan, lead blocking for Diamond. Diamond brought down after about 2 yards.
Harlem Diamond on the carry.
So Diamond was brought down. Approaching 7 minutes remaining here in the 4th. Eagles hoping to just salt this one away and hold on to a big-time AAC win. The walls are really closing in on the Union Bulldogs as we draw closer to triple zeros. Jackson dropping back to pass. The screen pass. Diamond has it, has room, but could not get around number 1, Kiki McMurray. If Diamond was able to make McMurray miss, there wasn't many white jerseys around that could have made the play. So that was a huge open field tackle from McMurray. Brings him down at the 18-yard line. It would be 3rd down and 9 for this Reinhardt offense. 3 men out wide for the Eagles. Demps isolated on the left side. McKee and Curtis on the right. Handoff to Diamond, and Diamond's going to be brought down at the 15.
27, Diamond, the ball carrier.
3-yard gain from Harlem Diamond. James Miller of the Reinhardt Eagles is going to call upon his field goal kicker, Alex Hansen, once more. Trying to tack on 3 more. The Eagles again trying to hold on for their 2nd win of the year and their 1st in AAC action. The snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good for Alex Hansen. Hansen now 2 for 2 on field goals. Eagles now reach 40 points. It is now 40. Set to get things back going here. 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here at Ken White Field in Waleska, Georgia. Reinhardt Eagles out in front. It's 40-16 Reinhardt. Alex Hansen getting ready to send this one deep to Salation Strother. Strother's going to get a chance to return this one at the 1-yard line. Strother trying to make something happen. He's going to get brought down. Number 22, Nolan Marshall, in on the stop. So it's been a difficult matchup for Union. They wanted to try to get things going on the ground with Taji Jackson. Things just haven't gone their way. Jackson has been slowed down for much of this game. Conversely, Union has struggled to slow down Reinhardt's potent rushing attack. Reinhardt 282 yards on the ground in this game. Over 7 yards per carry. So Union making another change at quarterback. We see there Quay Powell getting the carry and not getting much. Number 16, Antoine Young, is in as signal caller. Now under 5 minutes remaining. And it hasn't been pretty for Reinhardt at times. They've had some moments where flags have been thrown in very inopportune times. They've made some unforced errors that kept Union in the game on various occasions. Marco Hopkins is going to take this one on the right side before getting brought down. A few different Eagles around him. But it hasn't been the cleanest game for Reinhardt, but the object of the game is to win. Sometimes it may not look the greatest, it may not look the way that you would want it to be, but anytime you're able to win in college football, it's worth celebrating, and I'm sure Coach James Miller will have things that he'll talk to his team about when it comes to improving. He wants to see his offense execute. He wants to see his defense get off the field on 3rd down, wants to keep dead ball penalties to a minimum. But again, the object of the game is to win. Anytime you're able to come away with a victory, you'll take it. Young looking for somewhere to throw. This one is going to go out of bounds. The ref throwing his cap near the out of bounds line. He's going to call a flag. No flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. So the ref threw his cap near the sideline. Could not tell if he was initially just throwing it down there to add some decor to the field or if he was throwing a flag on the field. And this game's starting to get out of hand. This is what the referees were trying to prevent in that first half. That was number 9, Dominic Jones, in the face of the ref. He's making his way over to the other side. Now the referee's having a conference to determine what the flag will be. There's one flag on the Reinhardt 40, another flag back near where the play began, around the 25-yard line. So we're going to get a chance to see what the flag will be. Personal foul. Roughing the passer against the Eagles.
Conduct, offense, number 9. The result of the penalty will be yes.
So waiting on some official word from the ref. It seems like he may have tripped himself up when it comes to determining what the fouls would be.
Defense number 48.
So we have a personal foul against the Reinhardt Eagles
Offense number 9.
and an unsportsmanlike conduct against Union.
For Union. That is number 9's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
So the official call will be a first down for Union after the roughing the passer. Number 9, Dominic Jones, was charged with an unsportsmanlike conduct. So we'll see how it gets marked off. The referee, again, seemed to sort of get tripped up on that situation there. And after much deliberation, the ball will remain on the 27-yard line for first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Antoine Young remains in the game, fakes the handoff. Young running on the right side, trying to find space, and he falls to the ground. Multiple flags thrown, 2 flags near the line of scrimmage. It appears that this flag will go against Union. Referee throwing his cap, another referee throwing another flag. Some frustration starting to set in. That was number 51, Ty Davis, making his way to the sideline, and he might have said something that the referees were not in alignment with, and that will likely be what the flag will be on. 3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in this one. On the previous play, there was a roughing the passer called on Chris Reed.
Holding. Offense number 51, 10-yard penalty. Replay first down. After the play, flagrant unsportsmanlike conduct foul. Offense number 51. Penalty half the distance to the goal. Still first down. Number 51 has been ejected.
So there were 2 penalties on the play, both of them against number 51, Ty Davis. He was called for the initial holding flag. Following that, he was also whistled for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So after 2 personal fouls, he has now been ejected from this one. And something that I don't really love about situations like those, I understand referees want to try to keep control of the game, but the last thing that you want is to potentially ruin a player's season, have him have to sit out a game so late into a ball game, calling a personal foul there. Frustration has set in for Union, but as long as it's not turning into something physical, there has to be some type of understanding. So now after that flag, there is the potential that Ty Davis may have to miss his team's next game because of that second unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Again, with so few opportunities to play this game and to play in a season, you don't want to see games taken away from guys for a few words being said down the stretch of a blowout game. Reinhardt currently out in front by 24. Young throwing it. It will be complete. The 6th completion of the game for Union. He was driven out by number 38, Cabrion Aldridge. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Third down and very long for Union. Reinhardt trying to salt away this one. Union wanting to dress it up as well as they could, trying to add something onto the board.
Anderson on the reception.
And Union's going to take this one all the way down to the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes remaining. Reinhardt in control.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Punch down time for dinner.
Oh, it's really take those.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
As no one is allowed on the field at the entirety of this ball game.
2 minutes remaining in this one. 40-16. Reinhardt out in front. Eagles on the verge of starting their AAC play 1-0. Fake handoff. Young dropping back, but he will not be able to get it off. Sack made for the Reinhardt Eagles. Will bring up fourth and extremely long, and the punt team has been called upon. Number 98, Aiden Scott there on the stop. Minute and 30 seconds remaining in this one. Clock winding down. Again, it was a struggle for Union offensively. They were not able to get much going. Eagles doing just enough to impose their will. This punt will take a Reinhardt bounce right near the 20-yard line. 2 flags thrown on the play. We'll see what the penalty will be. 1 minute, 8 seconds remaining. The official mark of that punt is 15 yards. So we'll see what the flag will be. Still waiting on official confirmation. 12 men on the field called against the Reinhardt receiving team. So Union, they'll get another chance to punt this one away. Dustin Brown will get one more opportunity to send one back deep. Ja Colbert back deep to return for the Eagles. Brown sends this one away. A much better punt there for Brown. Colbert having to retreat. Takes a Reinhardt bounce near the 50-yard line, and it will be downed at the 50. And Reinhardt will likely salt this one away and get themselves in the victory formation. So again, not the prettiest of victories for the Reinhardt Eagles. They let Union hang around at times, but another dominant game for Reinhardt offensively on the ground. That Eagle rushing attack showing itself to be amongst the best of the best in the entire country. 282 yards rushing as a group, 7.1 yards per carry. Braden Bohannon's going to hand this one off to Isaiah Payton. He runs forward for a gain of about 5 and another flag on the field. Initial indication is going to be a holding against number 89, Xavier Walker.
Offense number 89, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
That's going to back it up 10 yards. And with the way this game is gone, it would only make sense that we end things on a flag. So 50 seconds remaining. Reinhardt again out in front by 24.
First and 20, from the 20.
But again, Reinhardt, offensively, that running game has really shown itself to be amongst the best of the best in the country. Handoff going to Isaiah Payton, who falls forward for about 2.
Okay, it was Isaiah Payton.
Multiple guys who are capable of stepping up, and it was another tremendous game for number 5, Ja Colbert. 10 carries for 122 yards from Colbert. Ethan Rice was able to get going on the ground as well. 6 carries for 70 yards. Tremarion Walker adding 32 yards on the ground. Tyrus McKee with 16. Harlem Diamond with 15. And that's going to be all she wrote, folks. Reinhardt, they're going to start AAC playoff 1-0. Union moving to 0-1. The Reinhardt Eagles in their conference home opener, victorious against the Union Bulldogs. I want to say thank you all for joining us here live on SCSN. And please be sure to join us next time. Again, thank you, and we'll see you.
Thank you for coming out to support the Reinhardt football team. Please pick up any trash near your area. Look on social media for updates. Please join us in our next home game, Saturday, October 18th at 12 p.m. against the Rams of Bluefield. That is home.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Postgame time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.